Thank you, Gauravji. This was really a very good session, looking at everything that we do in a scientific way. And I loved how you explained about the genetic age versus your physical age. I One question I have is, you said, about the water experiment and the water that we drink. So when you say that, it's important, the water that we drink, do you can you explain a little bit more about that? Does it mean tap water versus bottled water, or were you talking in a different sense?
So Sonia ji, the one why I was referring the experiment was we had a sensor in the water and we were blessing, or that kind of experiment. But the importance of water in our life is tremendous because it is more than 70% of our body. So the water that we drink is critical. It impacts everything, all the functioning of different system organs in our body. So what can a person do? First, never drink directly from tap. When it comes in the tap, it is coming through different, the what we call the piping and the water pumping stations and all those things in a city. It The water absorbs the energy of where it is flowing through. So it picks the frequency energy of you can say throughout the city, which is all chaotic. That means all the negativity, positivity, mostly is negativity of the situation around. So it comes with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let it sit for some time before we drink, and then it will come down to the energy of your house, your place.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I highly recommend never drink. Old days, we used to have a matka or clay pot, whatever. Have whatever vessel you want to use, whether it's steel, glass, doesn't matter. Fill up something that is there for which is giving some time for water to stay before you drink. That is the first thing. And the second thing is, anything before we eat or drink, just bless it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we have, like, before eating food, just 30 seconds, bless the food. Drinking water, be mindful. It changes the impact totally upside down. That means for better.
And that was very helpful. Thank you so much. So even like a Brita water filter, fill it up, keep it in there, and drink off of that. That would also be fine.
Absolutely. Whether it's just a big water bottle, some big container, and then keep drinking from that throughout the day. So like I have two, three jugs, one copper, one normal, because whole day you don't want copper water. So I keep drinking from it, but we refill it in the night. So the whole day we know that we are not going directly, and then we keep rotating.
Okay. And one more question then about water is, does it matter if it's in a plastic bottle, or should it be metal? Um,
Plastic as much as possible remove from your life. That's not really good at all. Plastic has, the chemicals from which plastic is made, those micro particles get into water. So just don't use anything plastic as far as possible. Uh, I highly recommend steel or glass bottles.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Sunil.
Thank you, Sonia ji. We have Sharda ji. You can unmute and speak, Sharda ji.
Thank you. Thank you, Master. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gaurav. It's a really very important and scientific information about how we can energize our body and we can be more positive. And I like the one information. I used to go for the morning, but the putting shoes and walking, I feel like, okay, I did my morning walk, wonderful. But the way you said, this walk on the grass, that's very important. I never think about that, though sometimes I do, but never focus on that part. But definitely I will focus on that part too. And another thing is the water. before I used to bring the glass water, the bottled water, and put it in the copper vessel and drink that one. And nowadays, what I'm doing, I'm not bringing the bottled water. I from the tap water, I take the water and put it in the copper water. And do you think that every time to drink this copper water is good or not? I'm thinking like sometimes like, does the copper water is working for me or not? I have that kind of doubt. Can you please explain it?
Sure, Shraddhaji. So thanks regarding the walking. Absolutely. When you walk bare feet, you will have ion exchange. It does automatic, like a massage on your feet as we walk, not on the paved ground, but on the grass and all. Paved is flats, obviously, but at
Mhm.
least from the ground, you get the ion exchange. Now, regarding the water, uh, of course, if you remove plastic, excellent, right? Now, when you put it in the copper vessels, just remember one very important thing. Do not drink 24 hours from copper vessel. There is something called copper toxicity. That means too much copper is also not good. So keep mixing,
Oh,
right? Don't whole day drink from copper vessel. It's not good. Sorry, you have to be careful. So in the morning, yes, drink first glass from copper, excellent, right? You keep drinking throughout the day, excellent, but not 100% from copper only, because now it's too much copper in it. So
oh,
mix it. Is it helping or not? Guaranteed it will help. So don't worry, because then the mind, and it is the same question of one in the chat from Vivek ji, that about the doubt. I don't fully believe. So if you do something in which you don't fully believe, it won't work. That's for sure. Doesn't matter what, right? Even if you have Amrit, God comes and gives you Amrit and you don't believe in it, because there is a concept called placebo and nocebo. So nocebo is negative belief, placebo is positive belief. And even today, any medicine released in the world is tested against placebo. So placebo works. There is beyond any doubt in science, because they are testing every medicine against placebo only. So yes, do whatever you do with belief. Otherwise, the impact is reduced tremendously. And so storing water, what you are doing, Shraddhaji, is great. Just mix. Don't just use copper throughout the day.
oh, because I immediately drink from the copper. I think, okay, the copper water is good. And all the time I drink the copper water. So, and before that, I put this water in the plastic filter container.
Mhm,
And after that, I put it on the copper water
mhm.
in a copper vessel. And but
Right.
I don't wait for the 24 hours. I just immediately drink. So that's good or not?
See, generally we say leave it for some time, not 24 hours. If you can leave it overnight, fantastic. If you can leave for a couple of hours at least, fantastic, because it is absorbing the micro minerals from copper. That's how it gets benefited. If I pour in 2 minutes I'm drinking, then it didn't get that time to get the all the ion exchange and everything from copper. So it is the same. And plus, when it is still, that means it's staying in that whatever the vessel is, then it calms down, the water energy calms down. So you don't get impacted by the energy it has absorbed while it is pumped from pumping station to your house. Now the internal structure is different of water.
Okay. So, and then is it good to put the water in the filter container, which
See,
is the plastic container?
filter, if you have to filter the water, you have to filter the water depending on your municipality, depending on what kind of water you are getting. That's okay. Only question is how long it's staying in plastic. If the filter is of plastic, okay, if you can find an alternate, excellent. If not, sure, you filter it and then transfer it as soon
Oh,
as possible.
okay.
Don't leave it in plastic for a long time. And
Oh,
especially people buy a plastic bottle, they carry to work, carry in their car, leave it in the car, especially in summer or even in winter when the sun is shining. It kind of act as it boils it inside, and again the microplastic get into the water when the temperature is higher. So minimize. We cannot make it zero. Understand, start reducing the impact of plastic in your life.
Okay. And then is it instead of the plastic filter, is it good to put it in the crystal or bottle, the uh, glass water, glass container? Is it
Yes,
good instead of
glass
that?
is glass. The structure is such it won't give you that negative effect. So glass is good, steel is good, any metal that way is good.
Okay. And after that, I can put it in the copper and drink that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Thank you so much because it's very concerned about me. And I was always thinking about, I'm drinking a lot of copper water. Still, why do I have a stomach problem? And I was thinking that way, but it's very clear. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
We have Rajni Kumar. Uh, you
Yeah,
want to unmute?
namaste.
Yeah.
Gauravji, very helpful, and the presentation is very nice, very scientific. Um, I have a question about so when we come into contact with Panchabhutas, you said ion exchange. Can you just explain what is that, the process, or just briefly explain it to us?
What happens is our body is, uh, coming in synchronization with Mother Earth, with the universe. That's what the Panchbhutas. Our body is made up of Panchbhutas only five elements, right? So you have earth, water, sky, fire. So if you are not in touch with this, then what happens is all the disturbances starts happening inside us, which we call disease, illness, and whatever. But the moment I'm outside, I'm in touch with the air, I'm under the akash or sky element, right? I have the fresh, like if I'm at the beach, water is there, grounding is there, all those benefit directly, when you're sitting or in touch with sun, we say vitamin D. Yes, of course, right? You have all those benefits. Animals, they stay with nature, they stay, so healthy all the time. So when you walk bare feet, there is ion means electrons exchange between our feet and the Mother Earth. And if you search, there is a subject called grounding or earthing. There are some documentaries, there are a lot of information, and you will find that how grounding means this electron exchange from Mother Earth uh, kind of removes many illnesses directly, right? And but even if you don't have any illnesses, you're a healthy person, you will have much better in terms of your mental, emotional, and psychosomatic physical health because the body is aligned with nature now. But the scientific thing is basically the electron exchange that is happening between our feet and the Mother Earth.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gauravji. Yeah, I have done that walking and barefoot on the grass summertime, and yeah, I noticed it it was a happy feeling. It just overall, yeah,
Okay.
somehow, yeah.
And one thing I can quickly share with you all, in fact, uh, if I can quickly share. Now, I understand that it is not easy to walk bare feet, especially in North America. 6 months you have, depending where you live, Canada, a lot of snow, cold temperatures. But then there are grounding mats. I bought this from Amazon, and then I have one like at my home office, at my and then one in my workplace. So you can have it under your, if you're typing or that kind of working on computer long days, you can have it on your desk so that your palms are resting on it, or your feet like under your desk, so your feet are resting. This is connected to the grounding pin, and so this is something. If you think based on the weather, I cannot go outside or I cannot do this, then this is another way of getting the impact or benefit from grounding.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's very helpful.
Welcome.
during the winter time. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is throughout the day, and I just keep it connected. It's just going in the earthing pin, the central pin, the round one, and then you get, because it's connected to the ground, so you get the same grounding effect without being outside. Because in winter you cannot walk on grass bare feet.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
There is one question on the chat about the synthetic vitamin D, Gaurav. Does it really work?
See, that's a it's a question which is difficult to answer, because there are like different brands, different kind of things. It does work, those supplements, but most of the supplements is very difficult to say they have any, like vitamins, all kind of vitamins. Because why they work or don't work? Because vitamins work in combination, right? There are prerequisites. Like suppose if you take iron, you have to also take vitamin C, then iron will be absorbed, right? Or we say even when we talk about turmeric, it's very healthy, but turmeric is absorbed in the body with black pepper extract or black pepper. So those combinations helps that, okay, this will work or this will not work. When we are not having sunshine for 6 months, of course you take supplements, and they do improve your level for sure, because what else can you do when it is when sun is not there? But keep in mind the combination and kind of prerequisite for it to be working well for you.
Perhaps if you can give us one more session on this, the combination of the spices and all the, how we can eat healthy. That would be very helpful. Seems like you have a lot of knowledge in that area, sir.
Trust me, you don't want me. Just go and talk to your grandmother or grandfather. They will give you much better than any doctor, any book, any Google.
Okay, yeah.
Because the beauty of our masters, our ancestors, were that they incorporated everything in daily life. And we thought it is not scientific, we make fun of that. Actually, it is much more than scientific. Science doesn't even know the answers of many things which they have been doing unknowingly without any question. So all we need to do is go back to basics.
Yeah, true. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
And Gauravji, I have one question in the chat also. You showed that spiritual retreat. So can we have that contact? How we can contact and we can go there? I saw in your slide, it's really, I think it's Arizona somewhere.
Yes, Sedona is in Arizona, Mount Shasta is in California. So wherever you go, there are usually local masters. You can, whichever place you pick, and then look for who they are. What we did, we just searched, then we found out who we like to work based on our need, our energy. And we go as a group. We always go like 10, 12 people, but that's okay. You can go with you can go alone, but there is no need. You can go with a group. With a group, group energy is always amplified than your individual energy.
Can, yeah, can you write it down, that Mount Shasta, which I don't know about that. So, and then also the Arizona one also, that would be great. Because I'm looking for this kind of retreat also.
So, so if you go to Mount Shasta, uh, uh, we went with Paul of Venus. That's the name of the person.
Okay.
But there are many, so don't worry that if you cannot get that particular person,
Okay.
just because then they will again sync you with the local energy. Mount Shasta is the highest energy place in North America or US. It's called the
Okay.
Muladhara, the you know your chakra one for the world. So very high energetic place. Sedona,
Oh,
yes, it is also very high energetic place. There are many places. So doesn't matter, but if you go as a group, if you go with that mindset, it really helps.
thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Guruji. I think there is one more question on the supplements, because I think some masters has recommended that vitamin D, first take the vitamin D before you start the meditation practices.
It's well, in my mind, there is no prerequisite before you take meditation. You start meditation, body will fix everything. You're right. You don't need to worry. Yes, if your level is low, you can take side by side, but it's in my mind, there is no prerequisite for meditation. And if it is low, yes, you take supplement, you do whatever, but everything you have to do with belief. And regarding forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself as important as you have to forgive others. But whatever you do, do with your trust, do with your belief. Like the person wrote that if you don't trust the process, we just hear and say, oh, okay, Ho'oponopono, whatever process you are trying to copy paste works, but very, it's less efficient than you do little, but with more belief or more trust. So whatever it is, try and understand, ask questions so that you can develop some trust, some belief, and then work on it.
Wonderful.